Hello and good evening, all of my fellow sweethearts right there. And this is it. We are now live from the city of Dasmariñas, home of the Pao Pao Festival. And basically, while we're fixing on this, pull the green curtain. We are now live simulcasted across DP24 General TV, not only on our main broadcast, but also on the programming broadcast as well, the Sweethearts Corner Season 1. And this is your Turbo speaking right here on this spot. Whereas we are going to have some sort of tweaks Of course, we are live from the city of Dasmariñas, home of the Pao Pao Festival, civil engineering, graduate, board taker, and now is certified safety officer 1 by virtue of the basic occupational safety and health training that has been concluded earlier. And now, Philippine Standard Time, it's at 18:55, and yes, in this pilot season, as we are waiting until 1920 or 1930, whichever comes first, wherein I'm going to show you the lower thirds here, limited to those who are tuning on the program proper itself. Earlier, wherein prior to this programming, a certain security incident has been occurred and we are no longer able to tolerate this misbehavior wherein pedestrians and cyclists are at risk, especially pedestrians with disabilities. Even though we have been able to intercept at the gate itself, nonetheless, we cannot tolerate this. But going back to the previous experience wherein I have to, you know, I have been into a good interview experience with engineer JM, civil engineer board passer, and now he's officially an engineer. Plus, he got into a relationship last December with his non-engineering girlfriend that we will be able to recognize in his response, wherein her name has been mentioned several times. And basically, with these limitations posed by the 40 minutes and further technical issues that have been going through, I have advised him and her also to restart, that I'll be going to restart the Zoom session. And now here's the background on why we have this Sweethearts Corner Season 1. In this Valentine's Day celebration or Valentine's season, we are about to witness not only the flourishing relationships, but also friendships and bodies that we have been getting to. And right at the adulting stage itself, that we are about to share later on. And we are warning everyone that this program is exclusively aired on DP24 General TV, here on YouTube and Twitch, but also later on Spotify for its maiden simulcast. And while we're waiting for this, (1920) mark or 1930, hopefully this program will entail all lessons and inspirations, especially to those who are looking for the one, or perhaps your special someone, especially in this modern dating scene that we have encountered. And right as I have realized something, specifically on this modern dating class that I've been attended last Feast Conference 2022, greater than. And of course, We have to be more prudent and careful. Right now, as if I have realized something, that there's a thing called shoot your shot, especially when it comes to being brave to face the prospective date that please, that I have wanted to, have my own date, but it failed. And subsequently, upon learning that I got rejected, citing that she has a suitor already, of course, I have surrendered everything to God. And this is where I have conceptualized this one. As if I'm calling everyone, especially my followers, my friends, my classmates, as sweethearts ever since September 2022, wherein we are about to witness such relationships that I've been told earlier in the interview that I have conducted. And right now, right as we speak, yours truly is about to share something about this couple, when she has a work, albeit on work from home, while he has a work on a site. In 1905, and of course, we are going to show it to you. Not only this, but also for their later at 1920 that we are about to watch. Of course, don't forget to hit the like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube. Tap on the notification bell so that you could be updated anytime and anywhere. And I'll be back after these messages here on DP24 Channel TV. So please stay tuned. Just so you know that it has been pre-uploaded all over Spotify for its maiden simulcast. And of course, we are about to witness this historic Spotify simulcast coming from Anchor.fm, and of course, this Valentine's season, we should be able to find love so easily. And if you need further assistance on what it comes to a modern, or should I say, integrated dating experience, I would recommend to call a Coach V to singleseventsmanila@gmail.com. And of course, there's an upcoming masquerade party this February 10th of February to be simultaneously happening across Singles Events Manila and Singles Events Cebu. And this is the first time that we are about to witness on why those Singles Events are growing here in the Philippines. Of course, speaking of Singles Events, it has been mentioned all over Feast Conference, Modern Dating Class, whereas Coach V have mentioned not only the Singles Events but also on various dating apps and on a place where you could meet your potential partner. And that's why in these modern times we are bound to seek for love, unlike before that we have bumped into love unexpectedly. And voila, you got into your special someone. And likewise, as I have to reflect on this, DP reflection, wherein it's almost 5 minutes already into this pilot season. This Monday, or Tuesday rather, 7th February, and later on, Peace at Home Better Together. Of course, what are you hiding that has already caused you so much pain? And what do you need to confess? And this is the first time I have to make a public confession here on this broadcast, wherein I got into several failures, rejections, hardships that I have been going through. And of course, it's not my first time that I have encountered such rejections, but a silent rejections that I have been going through, particularly on the job applications. Hopefully, sooner or later, we could manage all of these rejections that has been causing me pain. And as I surrender everything to God, to this Summonser Surrender place, speaking of that, I'm inviting you to join with us in this prayer to this summons to your surrender place every morning from 5:45 onwards, from Mondays to Fridays. And of course, there's a plan wherein we might have a Summonser Surrender Place weekends on our DP24 General TV. And likewise, as we are heading towards love toward one another, may we remember that in times of rejections, every rejection, always remember this, is a redirection. Probably, I might have gotten into a matchmaking session or a coaching session, but hopefully this would be a positive development that would forever change not only the landscape of being in love, but also into the future of what it takes to be into into this kind of relationship. 1919. And we are about to begin this pilot season of Sweethearts Corner featuring Ops Engineer JM in this first episode and Sis Agile on this next week's episode. So let's watch this. Sweethearts Corner. So please stand by. Unfortunately, we have some sort of technical issues that we have encountered, especially on the episode that we are about to present. And for those on StreamYard, please stand by for the premiere episode. And of course, this is Durban speaking, and you're still watching the Sweethearts Corner. Spotify simulcast of the Sweethearts Corner is now up and running at this time, so you can tune in to DP24 Radio 1 if you wish. So please stand by. Sweethearts Corner is about to begin. So we might have to run into a separate instances to those who are tuning in into a live stream, especially on YouTube and Twitch. While I'm configuring this out, checking for some sort of technical issues. Of course, it's now 1924 and we are going to present to you. Oh my goodness me. This StreamYard is having some sort of issues here. As if the device or our equipment is having trouble sharing with this video. I might have to do some improvements, especially when it comes to these technicalities. So apologies for the technical difficulties that I've been going through. This happens especially in the midst of the pandemic last 2020 and now this pandemic recovery and reintegration. Hopefully this could be sorted out. So ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters and fellow sweethearts, oops, I might go into wrong upload once again. I might have the screen share instead. This is Sweetheart's Corner. And you're still watching before Channel TV. We're now presenting Sweethearts Season 1 exclusively on DP24 Channel TV. Let's watch this. Stand by for those who are watching via StreamYard. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our fellow sweethearts right here on our newest program entitled Sweethearts Corner, a DP24 Media Exclusive 101 interview with our fellow sweethearts. And this is basically started on our DP24 Channel TV and Radio 1 channels. And of course, this is your dear boss speaking from Dasmariñas City, home of the Papao Festival. And in this pilot season, we have witnessed flourishing relationships that are lately our modern dating scene, especially shout out to our fellow singles right there at the Singles Events Manila, and also to our Philippines only dating and relationship coach, Coach V. Antonio. And of course, in a sign of the pandemic recovery and reintegration, this is for all of you, my fellow sweethearts, whether you're single and looking for your special someone like me, or some of you are courting already, that lead into a beautiful relationship. Others may lead successfully into engagement and in turn be married already. Without further ado, let's introduce the following guests in this exclusive one-on-one interview from yours truly. He is a graduate from the same university as yours truly, and also a civil engineering board passer last November 2022. He got into a loving relationship with his non-engineering girlfriend last December 2022 after he admitted 5 years ago. And here's the surprising one. This episode has been taped right at the Lunar New Year, and therefore it happens to be a Mansari celebration. So congratulations to your relationship that got survived for a month and months to come. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and to our fellow sweethearts, let's welcome Engineer J.M. Matusalem.
Thank you.
And so, without further ado, let's have this question. Aside from the fact that you have mentioned on the recent profile photo caption, over the 5 years of admission, so what could it be the story of your relationship? Please tell me about it.
Good morning. Good day sa inyo lahat. Ako si Malakay, Matusalem. And nagkakilala kami ni Aja noong 2012 since nung paglipat namin dito sa Cavite. And noong 2012, naging friends kami. Nagkakilala kami sa church. And that time, uso-uso nun siyempre yung kabataan natin, yung crush, yung ganyan. Hindi siya yung love at first sight para sa akin. Kumbaga parang na-share ko nga to sa kanya na sometimes na nagkakilala kami, lagi ko siyang napapansin. Hindi naman sa naiinis, pero lagi siyang lagi ko siya napapansin. So, yun na yun. So parang madaling salita, After nun, naging friends nga kami na nagkakilanlan kami. But then, hindi siya yung naging unang girlfriend ko. Meron mas nauna sa kanya. But then, it took 1 year. Tama ba? 1 year and more, ilang months din since nag-end yung relationship namin ng unang girlfriend ko. And then, after nun, mas nakilala ko siya. More time na magkasama kami. Naging mag-best friends kami. And, ayun nga, 10 years since the day na magkakilala kami. Ngayon. And umamin ako sa kanya noong 2017. Yun yung sinasabi ko na 5 years ago. So, ayun na nga. In short, hindi ko siya agad niligawan. For a reason na ayaw ng mother ko. Kasi gusto ng mother ko na mag-focus muna ako sa aking pag-aaral. And ang kondisyon niya sa akin is makapagtapos muna ako ng college. And then, bahala na daw ako sa buhay ko. Bahala na daw ako sa kung anong gusto. And ayun, so yun yung sinunod ko. Nagsabi ako sa kanya, personally kay Adja, na Adja, gusto kita. Pero hindi ko pa kayang gumawa ng move. Or ayun nga, explain ko yung reason. Dahil sa kagustuhan ng aking magulang na unahin muna yung pag-aaral. And after nun, hindi siya ganun naging madali. Gusto ko na siya ding ligawan, pero syempre nga, may kondisyon. And ayoko naman din na ma-hurt yung mother ko sa pagsuway. Pero yung father ko is okay naman sa kanya. So, kumbaga parang yung isa okay, yung isa hindi. So, I waited na dumating yung time na magpagtapos. And ayun nga, dumating yung pandemic. Mas humirap yung sitwasyon. And nito na lang, last year, 2022, ng May, ako personally na pumunta sa bahay nila, nagpaalam sa kanyang mother na handa na akong ligawan ang anak niya na si Adja. And ayun, dumating din yung time na nag-review na ako. At doon din dumating yung struggles namin na syempre sa isang manliligaw, kailangan mo talaga magbigay ng oras sa iyong niligawan. So she wanted that, but syempre need din ng pag-aaral. Need din natin ng time sa pag-aaral. So hindi ganun na balance. So nagkaroon kami ng space. So she asked for space kasi naging mahirap sa part niya. So ayun, and naging okay naman kami a month after. Wala pa atang month yun. Less than a month. So ilang days lang din. And naging okay kami. At naging okay din yung aking pagre-review. So I took the chance na manligaw nung May dahil una may work ko that time. Nagkaroon ako ng work that time. And kumbaga nakagraduate na ako. But then, before my mom passed away, sinabi rin niya na, kumbaga nadagdagan yung condition. Yun ay yung ipasa ko muna yung board before ako pumasok sa relationship. So, na madali man yung aking panliligaw, pero ay na nga, thankful ako sa Panginoon dahil nung dumating yung November 2022 exam, ay naka-arrange ako ng mga papers, nakapag-exam. At pagdating ng December ay lumabas yung results. And thank God na nakapasa ako. And before nung oath-taking ng mga new nakapasa ng board exam ng civil engineer, we've met, nag-set kami ng date na pumunta ng Tagaytay together with her kuya and her kuya's wife. At nagkataon din na anniversary nila noon. And then, dun din ako sinagot ng aking girlfriend niya. So, ayun yung story namin. That's all.
Anyways, thank you very much for sharing your story. But anyways, mukhang naisagot nyo rin po yung sa number 2, yung sa struggles nyo po, especially sobrang hirap po talaga, especially if we are into the board's review, and of course, time management comes, and we have to prioritize on the board examination. Kakayanin po natin to. As in, padayon na sa Cebuano po. And of course, speaking of Panliligaw 101, you have been going through so many conditions that has been raised. And of course, ayaw po natin masaktan ng magulang natin. And I do really appreciate that, na ganon ang setup nyo po. And of course, nung sinagot kanya daw po, mga siguro December, of course, you know what, this is very timely and po siguro with this modern dating scene na nangyayari po ever once again, nasa moderno na po tayo ng panahon. And of course, if you don't mind this, yung sa isang question po directed to men, especially yung sa based on psychology or the 111 rule po, have you been into flirting with her? Especially yung sa face ng panliligaw niyo po. In case you don't know, 111 rule entails looking at the love interest's left eye, lips, and right eye 1 second each.
Oo, dumating ako sa point na siyempre bilang kanyang lover, siyempre di mawawala yung time na pag makita mo siya, ay matititigan mo siya. And ayun, kahit glimpse lang, so hindi siya mawawala. Kasi syempre gusto ko siya eh. Talagang kahit hindi sinasadya, talagang matititigan or matitingnan ng mga facial features niya.
Yun nga po ang sinasabi natin. Thank you very much for sharing with your complete honesty. And then of course, sa panahon po ngayon, hindi po natin maiwasan yung mga judgmental po, lalo na po sa mga social media, most especially yung mga negatibong mga perception po, especially when it comes to relationship. Sa daming rin pong mga komento sa social media, especially on what I have been updated about these stories na kung saan may mga nagbabash pa rin po or may hated comments po dyan. Ano pong masasabi niyo po? Especially with these misconceptions.
Kung sa akin man mangyari yon, kung mababash man or magkakaroon man ng negative comments about my relationship, siguro ma-hurt ako, pero you know, kailangan mo din malaman yung mga side ng iba, pero hindi mo kailangan hayaan na i-control ka nun. At kumbaga yun, yung sinabi na nila ay yung mismong magde-define relationship nyo. Kumbaga ikaw mismo as a couple, sa mga in relationship, alam nyo kung ano yung totoo. At kung kilala nyo ang isa't isa, ay sa inyong dalawa ninyo kukunin yung kumbaga yung paano ba? Sorry, nawala ako. Kumbaga ano man ang sabihin ng iba ay tuloy lang kayo kasi syempre parang life goes on and yun yung kahit ano man ang mangyari ay mas pipiliin mo pa rin na mahalin at unawain kung ano man yung totoo between the two of you. And just kaya mo lang yung mga tao na magbigay ng negative comment and just let love win. Yun ang aking masasabi.
So, of course, let love wins. Especially, what I have been learned with regards to this modern dating scene, not only true love waits, but true love works. Yun pang sinabi sa amin ng isang preacher builder po sa amin. And of course, speaking of work, with regards to these events that have happened, I do have a question. Have you been into a graduation, stable jobs, and board examination first before you finally head into a relationship? But anyways, going back to this question na kung saan sinabi niyo po na after you graduate, you're supposed to enter into this relationship, but why have been delayed into passing the boards first? aside from the fact that you have a job that in going through before heading finally into this relationship, what could it be the reason on why your parents have been restricting once again?
So, syempre, bilang anak, kinoconsider din natin talaga yung mga habilin ng ating mga magulang. And, yun nga, though nag-graduate na ako, so, kumbaga pwede na talaga akong manligaw that time. Pero, dahil nga, kahit na may work ako, ang goal pa rin ng parents ko is makapasa muna ako ng board for reason na naiintindihan ko naman na is kumbaga para hindi rin ako ma-out of focus. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na pagka pumasok ka sa relationship ay mawala yung focus mo. But yung momentum, kumbaga since nakapag-graduate ka na, fresh pa yung mga pag-aralan. So, konting sacrifice lang para review and makapasa sa 2021, 2022. Doon pa lang ako mas pinili ko. And then, napaka-smooth lang din. Dahil nakausap ko ng solo yung kanyang mother at that time. Nung pumunta ako sa bayo, si Aja. So, kumbaga, na-inform ko na hanggang sa day din. Kumbaga, hindi mo na may isip yung kung gaano katagal inintay ninyo. So good na you made those days special for the both of us. Kasi yung time din na sinagot ako ni Aja is may mga plans na siya. And may plans din yung kanyang brother, pero hindi yun natupad. And mas napaganda pa yung setup ng aming date. And ayun na, sobrang talagang napaka-genuine nung nangyari nung araw na yun. And wala akong pinagsisihan sa mga araw na nagdaan sa aming waiting season, or I know na merong purpose yung Panginoon bakit may mga delays. So, ayun.
Thank you so very much, Brother JM. And of course, speaking of Sis Acha, sorry, fellow sweethearts, because Feast at Home, Better Together is up next on DP24 TV. So, see you next week for the next episode where Sis Aja shares her story. Be safe, be well, sane, and try, and you are loved. See you at the Feast at Home, Better Together. And this is your Turbo speaking right from the studio. Of course, thank you very much for watching this live premiere as it happens. And of course, for some sort of erratum over the tape. Of course, I regret to inform you that it should be Brother Velvet Lim that is the preacher builder that has been mentioned assigned for the feast bikutan and not our preacher builder. And it's 1955. See you at the feast at home, better together. This concludes this episode.